Hey guys, what's up? This is Matthew Davis, the movie lover here. Welcome back to another movie review, aka After I Saw once again. This might be one of those times, I haven't reviewed an older movie in quite some time, so I keep putting the title the same thing, aka After I Saw, over and over again. I know it's getting quite annoying, but hey, I'll review an older movie soon in the future. I don't know when exactly, but it'll be before Christmas, I hope. But anyways, welcome back to another movie review, aka After I Saw This Time. It is going to be on The Man Who Invented Christmas. And I saw two films today, this film and Disney Pixar's Coco. Why am I reviewing this first? Because I saw this film first. Not because I didn't want to see, not because I didn't want to see Coco first. It's because the movie times had to switch things up. But anyway, so The Man Who Invented Christmas is about Charles Dickens, who's played by Dan Stevens. And of course, Charles Dickens is the one who wrote the story for A Christmas Carol. And this is about him trying to figure out what to do with his story. He knows that it's going to be about a man named Scrooge, which is a character that is in Charles Dickens' mind throughout the film. And he has to find the right stuff to put in the story. So hopefully, because his last three books have flopped pretty much, so he wants to make a true new book. This is based off the story, the true story of Charles Dickens, how he wrote the story. And my dad really wanted to see this because this is probably, I think he said this is his favorite Christmas story of all time. He loves the book. He loves the movie. Last night for Thanksgiving, while we were eating Thanksgiving dinner, we watched the Christmas Carol black and white film from the 50s, which I think is the original one. Because my dad, it's one of his favorite Christmas films of all time. He also likes the TV one. And I've really enjoyed the film adaptations of A Christmas Carol. I've watched that film. I watched the TV movie. I watched the Christmas Carol, Muppet Christmas Carol a lot when I was younger. Hell, I even enjoyed the Christmas Carol with Jim Carrey. I thought that was a pretty underrated Disney film. Disney film. And I'm coming to this film, I was really surprised. I haven't heard a whole lot about it. I haven't heard of any advertisers. Hell, I didn't even see a trailer. I just heard a few advertisements here and there. But so going into this film, I went into low expectations, and I was really surprised. Dan Stevens does an amazing job as Charles Dickens. He's both comedic at sometimes, but this definitely does feel more. It's rated PG. And of course, there are some dark elements in the Christmas Carol book. Hell, there's even a few dark elements here and there. Charles Dickens had a dark past as a kid, and it really does focus a lot on what he is trying to do with his story. And I felt they focus on it really well. Some of the pacing in the film isn't perfect. It is very well edited and directed, and cinematography is also very well done. And this is certainly a film that, of course, since it hasn't been advertised a whole lot, I don't think it's going to do very well. But it's a film that I think people should go see if they're a fan of the story by Charles Dickens. And this is truly a film that is certainly worth checking out. After all, we've seen a lot of true stories. There's been a lot of films based on true stories, and it feels great just because watching A Christmas Carol, the original Christmas Carol last night, it definitely knew what I was wanting to expect, and it certainly does. And it made the film a whole lot more sense after I watched the original Christmas Carol from Thanksgiving, for Thanksgiving yesterday. And he wrote this film, or no, he wrote the book before Christmas happened, because he was writing the film. It wasn't even Christmas yet, so it took him like months just to complete the book. And in, I think, 1843, of course, all the copies, every single book has been sold, and it truly does. Basically, it's kind of like what happens in the book is happening, what happened to Charles Dickens, what's happening to Charles Dickens in real life, and it definitely does show that. And I feel this is one of the more underrated films of the year, but for the most part, I enjoy it for the most part. It's not a perfect movie. It has its flaws and, like I said, some pacing issues, but really, because here's the thing. I did not know this, I did not know this, but this is a mild spoiler. Um, a little girl, or not a little girl, a girl borrows a book from Charles Dickens, which is Aladdin and His Magic Lamp, which I did not know he wrote that. I did not know that the Disney film, it's that's what the Disney film's pretty much based off. Like, I did not know that, but really, so yeah, overall, I'm gonna give it a strong 4 out of 5, and I certainly think people should see this film if they're a fan of the book, and it was a very well experience. Watching the film, it did feel shorter than I thought, and it's only an hour and 44 minutes, which really isn't that long. But yeah. But anyways, sorry I'm breathing a whole lot, but I'm fine. But anyways, yeah, that is it for this video. Again, stay tuned for my movie review on Coco. So yeah, that's a film I really want to talk about. So yeah, see you guys later. Word out.